Hey guys, it's Randy with Rolling Rack Posh, and I am here to talk about sharing on Poshmark. Some of you might be new, and some of you may not know these sharing hacks. So we just need to cover the basics. If you take the time and open a Poshmark store and take the time to photograph and list all your items, Poshmark is not just a set it and forget it type thing. You have to log on and you have to share your items to the community so people see them and buy them. So I want to show you how to share. Talk about how to share. So if you come up to your avatar in the upper right, click the arrow and click your closet. This is on a computer. This is not on the mobile version, just so you know. It looks a little different on a phone or a tablet. Say we want to share this fur mock turtleneck. The regular way to share is just this little button here that's two arrows. Almost looks like a recycle button. If you click that and click share to followers, it'll send it to all your followers. A little tip, a little trick, a little hack. If you click on the item, you have to be logged in to do this, and this only works on your own items, and you hit edit listing. On a stale item that maybe has been in your closet a while that's not moving, if you click edit, you scroll down and hit update. I decide to share mine to social media, so that's okay. I'll hit list. And it basically relists it as a new item. So it helps bump old items to the top. You may or may not have your social media connected. I do, because any exposure is good. Any eyes that I can get on my closet, I like. So that is how you share. And that second part was called, if you do it from a cell phone, it looks a little different. It says edit next, or edit list next. And they call it, sorry, it's edit next list. They call it ENL, edit next list. A little different on a desktop, but basically that's the way to trick the algorithm on Poshmark to thinking that you added a new item on an old item. All right, now that you know how to share, let's talk about following others and people following you. .com in the main feed. This is what you see when you log in. All right, we're going to talk about following others, how to gain followers, find followers, and how to follow people back. So the first thing you're going to want to do always when you log in the upper right, there's a bell that says news. Click that. And you'll see, if you look through, who liked, shared, and also who followed. Let's see if we can find somebody. We're scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. A lot of people sharing and liking, not a lot of people following. Oh, this person. Little Ragu 62 is following me 46 minutes ago. If I want to follow them back, I can click on their profile, and I'm seeing that they do have items listed. Sometimes you'll just find shoppers that don't have anything listed. I don't usually follow them back. You can if you want to, but this person does have listings, so I'm going to hit that blue follow button. And that's how you follow somebody back. Now, say you just want new eyes in your closet. This search bar up here, you can utilize that. So listings is just for, like, if you're looking for Nike leggings, you can type that in when you're shopping. Now, if you're trying to find people, there's two different ways you can do this. You can click on this little arrow, the drop down happens, you hit people. If there's a closet name you have and you're looking somebody up specifically, I'll use my friend for an example. Her closet name is L. Miller Posh, and I'm going to hit go. There she is. And if I was not following her, this would be blue, and I would click that. So that's cool if you have a specific closet you want to follow. Now let's X out of that. Say you just want to find new poshers. You can type in new poshers and then click. And then you can just literally go through and you can just start following. It's a little different than Instagram in that Poshmark encourages follows, right? So if you want to do investigating to see if their account is active, you can click into it, but that takes a lot of time. See, she doesn't have any listings. Maybe you wouldn't want to follow somebody that didn't have any listings, but you never know. Every time you follow somebody, they're probably going to get a notification here, and maybe they'll follow you back. So it's not a waste of time. Every time I sit down and follow new poshers, I make a sale. It just works out that way for me. So you can type in new poshers up here. You could also type in, like, if you want to support local. I live in Las Vegas, so I can type in Las Vegas poshers. Go. And anybody that has Vegas in their name will come up, or maybe people that are based in Vegas, and you can just boop, 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 follow, follow, follow. So like I said, Poshmark is usually cool with following. It will cut you off at a certain point though. Typically your account won't get banned, but if you just do a handful at a time, you're fine. I don't know what the cutoff number is. I'm sure there's a specific number, but what'll happen is you'll go to hit follow and then it'll light back up and it's basically telling you no. So that's how you follow people. Now that you know how to share and how to follow, let's talk about another way to market. We've covered the basics with sharing and following. Now let's get into parties. Parties are a big deal. There are a lot of people that participate in these online posh parties. They happen 4 times a day and they are themed. The last party of the day, there's no theme. You can share whatever you want, and the highest traffic time in the Poshmark app is the 8 o'clock hour. So since parties usually run for 2 hours at a time, they start at 7 and end at 9 Pacific time. So you'll have to adjust for your time zone. Let me show you what I do. Here's my cell phone. I set alarms, and I have a theory. You don't have to agree with my theory if you don't want to, but there are 4 parties a day, and parties get archived. I don't know if you know this or not. So basically everything that gets shared in that 2-hour period gets frozen and then posted and archived. And when something's archived, any future poshers, anybody that's on Posh can go back and refer to a past party. So because it's archived, that's what archives are. So my theory is that I like to share in that last 5 minutes of a party in hopes that my item will be archived towards the top when somebody goes back into the party that's archived, if that makes sense to you. In any event, I set my alarm. This is all Pacific time because I'm in Vegas. I set my alarm for 10:55, 1:55, 5:50, and 8:45. So the first party of the day in the morning is called a brand posh party. So it might be like a J. Crew, Vineyard Vines, preppy style party. And they'll have certain brands that fit that theme of the party. So the 9 to 11 Pacific time first party of the day is the brand posh party. The afternoon party is a category posh party. So category would be, category would be like purses, bags, things like that. So it's more specific. So if you have maybe shoes, maybe it's a shoe party. So it's a little bit more specific, but you can still set an alarm. You can use the filter on your phone or your website to just pull up the shoes and then share to party. The evening one, which goes from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, is a department party. So departments are women's, men's, children's, houseware. So it'll be department goods only. And then the last party of the day, which usually runs from 7 to 9 Pacific time, is usually, they call it a style party, but I mean, style's subjective, so that's pretty much everything. So you can literally share anything. You can share housewares, you can share shoes, men's, women's, dog accessories, whatever you have for sale, you can share to that final party. And that final party does go across that 8 o'clock peak time in the Poshmark app. So get with the program on parties. Now that you know how to share, when you actually click share during a party, it will show you share to followers or share to parties. And if you're in there taking the time to share, I suggest doing both. Another tip you might want to do, every party has multiple party hosts. So if you shut down the app on your phone or you log into the website and go in, it'll say, do you want to join this party? If you click yes, it'll show you who's hosting the party, and then there's party details. So you can click details and it'll show you what's allowed in the party. If you're in the last one of the day, like I said, you can share anything. But a little trick is if you go in and click on the host profile and start sharing items from the host, they may look back at yours and give you what they call a host pick. And it basically is a hand-curated pick of the host's favorite items from other poshers, and when the party gets archived, your item might get featured on there. It helps a lot because you get a lot of exposure, and sometimes it will help you sell an item faster. We were at Poshmark.com or in the app, but this is on a computer, just so you know. They look a little different. So we were talking about sharing to parties, and a party just happened to be activating right now. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock today where I'm filming. So let's click into my closet. So go to your avatar, your profile picture, hit the drop down button and hit my closet. And earlier in this video, we were sharing when there wasn't a party. There is a party happening right now. I'm going to put my highest items first. So I'm going to sort by price high to low. And then I'm going to come over to the left and use the sort. And I'm only going to show my available items. Obviously, we can't sell stuff that's already sold. So, all right, now it's priced high to low. So what I'm going to do is hit the share button. And it'll say share to just my followers or share to the Posh party that's happening now. This one is a department party, so it's only a home Posh party, so it's not going to let me share the clothes. But if this was the last party of the day, you can share anything. So let me see if I have anything in housewares. I don't know if I do. I'm going to X out of this, but these are categories over here on the left. There's home right here, so let's click home. I do have some stuff that I could sell. So what I'm going to do is hit the share, and I'm going to click share to Posh party. And that's it. And you can do both if you want. If you want to do to the party and then to your followers, since you're in here anyways. Another thing that you can do is you can actually click into the item. We talked about edit next list earlier, and you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. If you go in and hit edit, there we go, and scroll down to update. It'll say next, I believe, on your mobile device. And then you can actually turn this on, best in home Posh party. So it'll share this to your followers and the party at the same time if you do it this way, and it'll list it as a new item. So you can do that if you want to click into each item. And again, I have mine shared to social media, so that's a couple extra steps, but I'm in here anyways, might as well do that. So now you know how to share to parties. And that's it for today. So now, after this video, you should know how to share, how to follow and follow back and find new followers, and how to get involved with the parties. So hopefully that helps cover the basics of Poshmark, and that'll give you a little extra input on how to market your store after you post your items. Thanks so much. If you like this video, hit the like button below, the little thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of other videos that I put out, my name's Randy from Las Vegas. My Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, all the handles are Rolling Rack Posh. If you want to hear from me and get these updated videos on tips, tricks, hacks for Poshmark, then hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified of new videos. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed.